Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. In this video, we will talk about an article made by a lawyer, as I've been told, his name Qasim Rashid, as we see in the screen. Now, Mr. Qasim Rashid, he want to tell us some information we do not know about Islam. Like many in the West, they have a wrong understanding of Islam. So, Mr. Qasim Rashid, he want to correct that. And as long Mr. Qasim Rashid is a lawyer, I think he is a professional in line. So let us see how Mr. Qasim Rashid will introduce Islam to us. He said, what does Sharia mean? That's a good question. Sharia is the law of Quran and literally mean a bath of Sharia or a bath Sharia. Okay, bath Sharia, but in here I see open. So, it's like somebody, I asked him what water mean. He said water is the water. Where is the explanation? Now, let us continue. I hope not all his statement in the court will be this way, this lawyer. And he said, uh, life giving a bath, life to life giving water. I did not get that. Sharia is a bath to life giving water. Huh. I don't know. I think maybe I don't know. I don't understand. Honestly, I got nothing from this. In fact, the word yara, i.e., the root of Hebrew word Torah. Okay, what yara, what Torah have to do with the word Sharia? The same thing. Therefore, Sharia actually, what is an Abrahamic tradition? Like what this guy is talking about? Honestly, but anyway, this is still not important. So Sharia is Abrahamic tradition. Now I challenge this Abdul to show me one thing Abraham he practiced, Muhammad he did. Just one thing. Muslims they have no proof whatsoever about anything about Abraham. All what they knew about Abraham, when he saw the sun in the sky, he said, "This is my God, Akbar, Takbir." He was a pagan according to Islam. He worshipped the sun, he worshipped the moon, he worshipped the stars, and each time he see one of them, he say, "This is Akbar, this is my Lord." My Lord. So when a Muslim speak about, look how the deception work. He starts speaking about Sharia, then he makes things come with the word Torah, and I don't know even what the Torah have to do with Abraham. And then he ended with Abraham. Like, what Abraham? And Sharia law is a tradition or it's a law of God? Because in here he's saying that this is a tradition, this is a tradition. Tradition, it's mean what I create, this is the way I live, not the way of God, not necessarily. Tradition is what people create. So are you saying that the one who created Sharia is Abraham, not your God? If this is the case, maybe you're Abraham, not our Abraham. Abraham, I don't think he would do such a thing. Now, we continue. Now he continues here, he says, Sharia is composed of 5 main branches. Adab, which means behavior. Actually, adab does not mean behavior. Adab mean a polite behavior, Let me correct you, Mr. And morals and manners. Ibadah, ritual worship. I think this is اعتقادات. اعتقادات, beliefs. معاملات, transaction and contract. And عقوبات, it's عقوبات. It's funny how they make the anyway, punishment. These branches combine the or to combine to create the society based on justice. So those things will make justice exist. Now, if you read from outside, like when you see somebody saying to you, Sharia teaching you how to be polite. Honestly, I like that. Sharia teaching me how to be polite. hmm Okay. How to be polite in Islam. As an example, if a wife she is not polite to her husband, Sharia have a correction for that. The man he can beat the hell of her until she is polite again. This is Sharia. But before we go there, I want to show you what he said more before we start showing you evidence for what we say. Furthermore, Sharia forbid that that it's imposed on any unwillingly unwilling person. Uh-oh. Islam, it's for Sharia forbid to impose things in a person who don't want it. Unbelievable. Guys, Muslims believe that Islam forbid Muslims to force anyone to follow Sharia. This is amazing. This is beautiful, brother. Islam's founder, Prophet Muhammad, demonstrate that Sharia may only be applied for people who willingly apply it to themselves. Unbelievable. This is so beautiful. I have tears. I'm crying. Never through forced government implementation. This is beautiful. Honestly, I don't know that. Now we knew that Islam do not teach enforce Sharia law on anyone. So if you want to drink, the Muslims will not beat you 80 lashes, as Muhammad said. Uh, if you, let us say, if you eat in Ramadan, you will not stay in jail for 6 months. Uh, if you insult the Prophet Muhammad, they will not behead you. He's saying that they will not force Sharia law on you. If a wife she left if she left the house without permission of the husband, or she answered the phone without his permission, her husband will not beat her. Man, this is beautiful, unbelievable. I don't know that. Now he continue. Let us see the lies. What a liar. Additionally, the Quran does not promote any specific form, but requires that the form people choose to be based. Man, you can choose any form you want. It's a free, brother. You want to follow this, you don't want to follow this. You want to drink? You can drink. Huh? You want to, your wife want to wear bikini? Oh, wear bikini. Islam accept that. What a liar. What a liar. Okay. It's based on adl, which means absolute justice. Please, justice. Just I love justice of Islam. Actually, I will stop in here and I will show you something about justice. Just wait. As long as he mentioned justice. This is Sunan Ibn Dawood, as you see with me. In Sunan Ibn Dawood, you will see in here the following. That a man, his wife, he found out after he married her that she is pregnant. The story in front of you, here we go. A man from an Ansar, a group of Muslims, said to Muhammad, I married a virgin woman in her veil. When I entered upon her, which means when he have sex with her, I found her pregnant. I mentioned this to the Prophet. The Prophet, may Allah pray on him and salute him. Each time you see the word peace upon him, this is a lie. Nowhere in Islamic books it says that. It's a big fat lie. In Arabic they say Sallallahu alayhi wasallam, which means may Allah, actually not may, Allah pray on him and salute him. Imagine God saluting Muhammad. Hey Muhammad, salute! Beam. Okay, soldier, Allah, put your hand down. Anyway, said she will get. So the Prophet said, as a solution now, he told him that here we go. I marry a woman. I thought she is a virgin, and I found that she is not. And not only that, I found that she is even pregnant. So the Prophet, Allah pray on him and salute him, said, she will get the dower, for you made her vagina lawful. Oh, how beautiful, Muhammad. Look, Muhammad, he told him, you know what? You did use your penis and park it in her garage, in her vagina. Therefore, you pay for parking. Here we go. You made her vagina a parking for you. You pay her. Islam pay women for sex. What a nice religion. She sweat. She opened her, I'm not going to explain more. The child will be your slave. Wait. Mr. Qasim Rashid, the lawyer, just wait. You said Sharia law is absolute justice. The man, he did marry this woman, and he thought she is a virgin. He found her pregnant, which means the child is not his child. Now your prophet is telling him, you will pay for having sex with her. Great. And later we will see he will tell him that you have to beat her too, right? That's like until now it's wonderful. The woman, she will get money even if she was pregnant because you have sex with her. The child will be your slave. So imagine, guys, if every child in America he is a child of out of marriage. Actually, even marriage in Islam is an adultery. But anyway, if everyone in America he is not a child of marriage, every one of those will be a slave. Oh man, we will have a beautiful society. We will have millions of slaves. That's beautiful. So what I will do, I go and marry a woman. She have children, if not from marriage. Her children, they will be my slaves. Isn't it a beautiful justice, brother? Unbelievable. Let us cry together. Allahu Akbar. It's amazing. This is really beautiful. I want to ask the lawyer, the liar, what is the guilt of this little child, Mr. Justice, Absolute Justice? What the child did? Let us say the woman, she have adultery. Okay, this is against God law. She will be punished for that. As we see it later, he will flog her, as we see in here. Right? He will flog her. He will beat her. He will beat the hell of her. You know what? She did commit adultery. We will let that go. But the child who did nothing, why he is going to be a slave? And the Muslim, they come to the African American, they say Islam is against slavery. What is against slavery? If you practice what Muhammad said now, we will have tons of millions around the world who they are slaves. We will create a new generation, countries of slavery. So when a Muslim speaks about absolute justice, he is speaking about absolute lies. Let us continue. And here he's saying to you a verse from the Quran that Allah enjoys justice and doing good to others. Doing good to others. Just wait. The Quran says in chapter 5, verse number 51, take not Christians and Jews as friends and protectors. So how you can do good to others? Who is others exactly? When you say others, who? If you cannot take me as anything except an enemy, so how you can do good to others? Or maybe 9/11 was good to others. Yeah, because this will shake the nations and will make them under threat and make them go in fear, and maybe they convert to Islam. Let us continue. Now, notice religious preference never mentioned, for example, a ruling of absolute with absolute justice. The righteous Jewish King Solomon ruled as just based on the fundamental principle Sharia law. Man, Solomon, he was ruling Israel by Sharia law. This is beautiful. I didn't know that. The Jewish used to go by Sharia law. Oh man, this is really beautiful. This is unbelievable. Now, do the Muslims want Sharia to rule America? No, man. Look at this no. You see how big it is? Look with me. This is big no. Who's saying that? A Muslim. You see how they try to fool you to say, no, we don't want that. Okay, a question then. Why you don't want that? Why you don't want America to be ruled by Sharia law? Are you a Muslim who hates Sharia law? Because the answer should be yes. As an example, I'm just speaking about honesty now. If you ask me, do you want America to follow the Bible? To follow the teaching of Jesus Christ? I will say yes. I will not say no, as he said in here. Any honest believer in any belief, he right away will say yes. He will not say no. So no in here is fishy, and it's a big fat lie, and we'll put the question mark next to it. Remember, the Quran teaches that religion must be not matter of state What? Sharia is a personal relationship with God. The Prophet Muhammad, even as the de facto ruler of Arabia, wrote the Charter of Medina, in which Muslims were hold Sharia law, and the Jews, okay, just wait, okay, and the Jews to law of the Torah, not a single non-Muslim was held to Sharia. You see those lies. You see, they try to fool you. There is a huge difference between Muhammad when he was able to do that, because in the same city he's talking about, Muhammad, he killed all the Jews later. Not only he forced them to Sharia law, he forced them to Islam. Either you convert or I kill you. Actually, he killed most of them, and he enslaved all the children. So they try to fool you, says, oh, Muhammad, he did not force people, like the Christians, he did not force them. Well, let us see if this is what the Quran says. Let us go to chapter 9, verse number 29. This is chapter 9, verse number 29 and 28 in here. Oh, you believe, verily, the Mushrikeen are impure. You are not only not good, you are dirty. Actually, in Arabic, the word is najis. Najis mean dirt from very, very ugly dirt, not like touching the wall or something. No, they are dirty from poo-poo. So Islam believe everyone is not a Muslim, because who is the Mushrikeen, by the way? Anyone is not a Muslim. As long as you worship a different God, it's mean you are worshiping the fake God instead of the real God, which is Allah. So Mushrikeen always are dirty. Okay? So they are not even allowed to get close to Al-Masjid Al-Haram. And now there's a big sign in the city of Mecca, in the street, if you drive, it says this road for the Muslims and this road for non-Muslims. If you enter the road of Muslims and you are not a Muslim, they will behead you because you are dirty. You cannot enter that zone. This is the city of Mecca or Al-Medina. You go there, you will be killed. And I will show you the picture. As you see in the screen, there's a street for non-Muslim and there's a street for Muslim only. Why? Because simply the Quran says in chapter 9, verse number 28, that you as an unbeliever, you are dirty. The Muslims, they speak about discrimination, what the white man did to the black man, like in South Africa. The black people used not to be allowed to take a bus, but with the white people. What a difference. What a difference. If you actually, in here, your blood is free. If you enter that street, this is street, and you are, sorry, this street, and if you enter the street and you are not a Muslim, you will be beheaded right away in the spot. Why? Because you are dirty. You are making the land of Allah not clean. And they say to you, Sharia law. Whether Sharia law is absolute justice. There's no discrimination. There's no hate. If people are equal. How you say people are equal when you say that the one is not a believer is dirty? How you say we are equal if cities are not allowed for non-Muslims? And they excuse that they are dirty. Right now you can go and, any Muslim, he can go inside any church he wants in the world, including the Vatican. Nobody will behead you. We don't have a sign that says the street for Christians, the street for atheists, the street for... What is that, man? Let us continue and see the absolute justice. And as you see, we are showing you proofs, not as speeches like this guy Qasim Rashid, the lawyer, which is a liar. Now, because you are mushrikeen, you are kuffar, you are infidels, you are pagans, you are Christians, you are Jews, whatever, you cannot enter close to those cities. And Allah asking the Muslims to fight. Now, to fight who? Fight against those who believe not in Allah. Oh, just wait. I thought Islam don't force anything in anyone. But the Quran says, fight us if we don't believe in Allah. Why Allah saying fight us? What the reason of the fight in here? What the reason? There's no other reason. Not because you fought the Muslims. No, read it. Fight against those who believe not. He didn't say fight against those who fought you, because in different verses in the Quran there is fight those who fought you. I have no problem with that. But in here, it's speaking about specific people to fight. It is those who believe not in Allah. So you don't believe in Allah, a Muslim have an obligation. He have a duty to do. His duty is to fight you. Okay, to fight me. And what do you want? Okay, you know, when there is a war between two groups, one of them is trying to force the other one to do something, either to leave a land, or to give up their right, or even to kill them all, or to enslave them, or to take their money. There is something. What in here the case? What the Muslims want from this fight? It's very clear. Because you don't believe in Allah, we will fight you. So you have one of two things. Either you believe in Allah, or we will kill you. Or we will keep fighting you until we control you, and then we will make you pay jizya. And you do it with subdued, like a puppy. You know, we kick your ass each time you pay it. The Muslim, they will say to you, by the way, that jizya means tax. Like, don't you pay tax in America? Yeah, we pay tax. Yeah, this is jizya. Is it? But just wait, just wait. And here you are saying that you fought us and you make victory over us, and then you make us pay jizya. So you are forcing us. Well, don't in America they force you to pay the tax? Like, can you say to the Department of State, or sorry, the IRS, they cannot pay tax? Absolutely not. They will take my house, they will take my car. You are right. But this is not the case. This is not a tax. And let me show you and expose the lies of Muslims when they say this is a tax. Let us continue. And remember, I'm not explaining the Quran. I'm reading now. This is Ibn Kathir. I'm reading right now Ibn Kathir, and this is the Muslim translation, which is nothing comparing to the truth in Arabic. I'm reading for you in English because I don't want people to say, oh, he's showing us in Arabic where nobody understands. This is the Muslims' websites, qtafsir.com, and this is their translation, and this is Ibn Kathir. But let's continue. Now read with me, guys. I'm not the one is saying any word in here. Here we go. It says, Allah command his believers, his believing servants, the beautiful Muslims and Muslimas, Abduls, all the Abduls, the Somalian Abduls, the Mujahideen, Osama bin Laden, the Egyptian Abduls, all the beautiful Abduls, who are pure in the religion and person, to expel the idolaters who are filthy in the religious sense. To expel us? But Mr. Rashid, he just said Islam teaching, Islam, Sharia law don't enforce anyone for anything. That's, Mr. Rashid, I'm so disappointed. You told us, let us go back to Mr. Rashid, what he said. There is a mistake, Mr. Rashid. Must be. Read, brother. This is what Mr. Rashid, he said, the lawyer, Rashid Qasim, or Qasim Rashid. He said, you cannot enforce Islamic law, Islamic teaching by, to an unwillingly person. But your Quran saying, fight them, expel them, kill them. So is that the unwillingly? Like, you don't force us? We have a choice to die. Is that what you mean, Mr. Rashid? Oh, we will not force you. You have a choice. You don't want Sharia law? Okay, we will kill you. Justice. You are free. Choose. Here we go. This is your freedom. What do you want more? You have two choices. You die, or you believe. You die, you lose your house, we will take it. We will rape your wife, we will enslave your wife, we will enslave your children. We will take your camel, your donkey, your car, whatever, your money. Or you convert to Islam. It's choose one. Freedom. You say this is a freedom. Choose one. Right, Mr. Rashid? What a liar you are. And here we will see all teaching of discrimination, because when you teach people that there is people they are clean and there is people they are dirty, this is discrimination. Imagine if I say, if I am a black person, I say, oh, white people are dirty, let them not to get close to us, or the black people are dirty, not, this is real discrimination. This is racism. But racism in Islam is based on different issue. It's not about, by the way, Islam make a difference between the black people and white people too. And I made a video before. It's called Allah Love African. You can go and watch it. Because even Muhammad, he see always the black ones is the evil one. As long as an example, uh, black dog should be killed. White or blonde dog will not be killed. They asked Muhammad why we should kill the black dog. He said because he is the devil. And I don't want anyone to say I'm making things up. Here we go. This is Sahih Muslim, hadith number 1032. The Prophet, he told him to go and kill all the black dogs. And one of the Muslims, he asked Muhammad, Prophet, like, what is the feature in a black dog to distinguish it from the red dog or the yellow dog? Okay, because why we want to kill the black dog only? Why the black dog is the one who corrupt our prayer? What about the yellow dog or the blonde dog or the red dog? Muhammad, he said, "Oh Abu Dhar, what feature is in the black dog distinguishing?" He said, the Prophet, "O son of my brother, I asked the Messenger of Allah, may Allah pray on him and salute him, as you are asking, and he said, the black dog is the devil." So even Islamic law discriminate between dogs, not only human. A black dog, he have to die. A yellow dog, he can live. What a sick religion. And you are telling me this is justice? Even dogs, you did not leave them alone. Actually, black dog, black cat, black horse, anything is a pure black, you have to be killed in Islam. He is a devil. And that can tell us why Muhammad, he said that the Satan is a black too. As we see in here, this is Sahih al-Bukhari. Muhammad, he saw Satan, the one who will destroy the Kaaba, as a black person. For him, he is an ugly person. This is how Muhammad, he see things, because for Muhammad, it's very clear that Muhammad, he see people, if they are black, as ugly. Look how he described him. And why he chose Satan to be black. In the same, by the way, at the same time, Muhammad, he saw Jesus that he's blonde. Let me show you. For him, because the prophets are always have to be white. No way, They have to be not only white, they are blonde. Okay, here we go. This is the description of Jesus according to Muhammad. And I saw Jesus, a man of medium height, etc. And he's red and white in color. He's not only white, he have red face and red hair. He's a red head. And the Muslim, they say to you, why many Christians, they make pictures of Jesus as a white blonde man? This is false, If you go to India, you will see him, he look Indian. This is what people imagine. They love Jesus, they draw pictures. It's art. Jesus, not about color, Jesus for all. Jesus, he said, go and teach and preach the whole world in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Not the white or the black or, this is false. But look, who care for the look? It's your prophet. A black dog, he will be killed. Red dog, he will not. Jesus is a blonde. Muhammad is white. Is Muhammad is white? Because some Muslims, they say to you, no, Muhammad was black, which is false. Arab are not black. I am an Arab, and I know my nation. But anyway, we can show you that Muhammad is a white man from the hadith. Here we go. Sahih al-Bukhari, describing the prophet. He says, I saw the prophet, and etc., etc., and I said, describe him for me. I said he was white, and his beard was black, with some white hair. Here we go. Everything, But anyway, let us continue. Let us continue with the beautiful Sharia law. Let us continue. Now we will explain a jizya, because as we said, the Muslim, they say a jizya is what? A jizya is tax. That's what they say. Let us see if this is tax or not. And feel themselves subdued. And remember, who is the one explaining now? This is not my interpretation. This is the Muslim interpretation, the scars of Islam. This is Ibn Kathir himself. This ayah means, this will be your compensation for closed market, and if you force those who, as a result, etc., by the jizya they earned from the people of the book. So people, they have to pay from their living, jizya, whatever they make as money. But now let us see what exactly that means. Let us see. In here is speaking again about fight those people who don't believe in Allah and the last day and Muhammad as a prophet, etc. Now, fighting them until they pay, and specifically, by the way, Christians and Jews, until they pay the jizya. I want to just show you the issue of jizya in here. Here we go. This is explanation of jizya. Until they pay the jizya, if they do not choose to embrace Islam. You see, this is not a tax, because tax should be everybody pay. This is something only for the Christians and the Jews. And the word jizya in Arabic is coming from the word jaza, penalty. Penalty. Now, in here, it says, with willing and submission, in defeat. You see the word defeat? Like when we pay the IRS, do we pay them because we are defeated? Are we in war with them? Are we in war with the American government? No. And here, you pay in defeat, with humiliation. And read with me, I'm not the one saying that. And feel themselves subdued, disgraced, humiliated. This is what? It's not about paying money no more only. It's about being humiliated and disgraced, which means the Muslims, when they take the money from you, they have to humiliate you when they do that. It's not only money. It's your life turned into misery. Muslims will spit in your face, will beat you, will spank you. Not only taking your money. And look, Muslims are not allowed to honor the people of Dhimma. People of Dhimma, it's those Christians, they call them people of Dhimma, which means, okay, we will let them live, but they have to pay us money. This is the Dhimma. We will make a contract with them. You pay us money, you live subdued as a dog between us, and we will not kill you. That's it. And Muslims are not allowed to honor or to elevate them above Muslims. For they are miserable, disgraced, and humiliated. Muslims recorded by Abu Hurairah, the Prophet said, and look, who said that? The Prophet. Do not initiate salam to the Jewish and the Christians, and if you meet any of them in the road, force them to the narrowest alley. Just wait. But Mr. Rashid, he said Islam forced nothing on anyone. Islam will not humiliate anyone. Islam will not teach hate against anyone. Islam fit perfectly with America. But his prophet saying the Christians and the Jews have to be humiliated, disgraced, spit on, beaten. And not only that, if you see a Christian or a Jew in the street, man, your duty as a Muslim to force him to change his course, force him to change his highway, his street. Actually, in the old days, to explain to you what does that mean. In old days, there used to be like a sewage line, open sewage line in the side of the street where the dirty water go. So what the Muslims do when he see a Christian or a Jew, he force him to work in that sewage line. A Muslim is not, he should not allow the Christian or a Jew to walk with him side by side in the street. If I'm a Muslim, I walk in the street, you go in the sewage. So Mr. Rashid Qasim, the lawyer, the liar, where is the justice in Islam? Is that justice? Imagine in America we say Muslim, they should walk in the sewage. Where is the justice? Or we say, you know what, we are the Christians, we are the majority, we are more than 85% of this country, even maybe more. Let us force everybody, is a Christian, Hindus, Buddhas, whatever, atheists, walk in the sewage. So where is the absolute justice, Mr. Liar, the one who made that article? I showed you nothing yet. Islam fit perfectly with American Constitution. This is what he's trying to show us. Let us show you more. Now we showed you that when he said that the Jewish, they were not forced for anything, we showed you this is a lie, because chapter 929 forced the Jews to stay alive and the Christians. The Muslims have a duty to fight us, to kill us, or we pay jizya. And why they are fighting us? Because we refuse to embrace Islam. So this is the first lie. And now, therefore, American Muslims must adhere to USA Constitution as a supreme law of land. Wow! The Muslim, they can take the Constitution of USA as a law for them? Wow! This is beautiful. Let me show you that this guy is a big fat liar. Here we go. Chapter 5, verse number 51. all who you believe, do not take take friends from the Jews and the Christians, as they are friends to each other. And if any of you among you befriend them, then surely he is one of them. That's it. You are out of Islam just by taking me as a friend. If you mean it for real. By the way, Muslims, they will take you as a friend, but not in their heart. Just to let you know, because they are allowed to lie. It's called taqiyya. Verily, Allah guide not those people who they are wrong. So, Allah will leave you alone. You are out of Islam just for taking us as a friend. But this guy, he said, not only he can take us as a friend, we should even, Muslim, this for sure, they love Islamic constitution. And look how to expose him. He said, and you see those in whose heart there is a disease, which is us, supposedly. Sorry, the Muslims who have heart in their disease, they are the one who take friendship with the Christians. Those are not Muslims. Hurry to their friendship, saying we fear lest some misfortune is this, etc. And here you will see something very important. Let me focus on it by going to the next page, not to waste time. Okay. Allah forbid his servants from having Jews and Christians as friends because they are enemies of Islam. Oh, just wait. We are what? If Islam considers us as an enemy, how does Abdul telling us that our constitution is accepted by Muslims? How is that? Let us continue and see if he is lying or not. Just to save time, if we go to chapter 5, verse 51, you will see Muslims not only they cannot take us as friends, they cannot take us as protectors. You can go read the translation of the verse. You will see it says, take them not as Christians, the Christian and the Jews as friends and protectors, which means Muslims are not allowed to take any army as protectors to them, any constitution. The only constitution to protect them is the constitution of Allah. And it says in here, take not the Jews and the Christians for friends, specifically the Jews and the Christians, seeking their assistance and help. So we cannot even help, How you say that our constitution is fine for you, you liar? Even help is forbidden. If a Muslim see me in the street dying, he will not help me. Even help is forbidden for a Muslim. He says, some are followers of the religion of others in secret, in the open. Just they are friends of each other. So we Christians, we can only friends to each other. So don't ever friend them. Those they cannot our friends. He among you or group believes who take those as friends, seeking their assistance and help, is one of them. This is how dangerous this is. So if this Rashid Qasim, the lawyer, he's saying for real that he have no problem to seek our assistance to establish a country together or constitution together, or even to live together under a law have nothing to do with Islam, he is one of us and he is not a Muslim no more. And for sure, Rashid, he don't mean this way. Rashid is a devoted Muslim. He loves Islam. He's trying to do da'wah, trying to convert you to Islam by lying to you. He's playing as a snake. He's playing as a devil. Because Muslims are not allowed to have any protection except the protection of Allah, as you see in here. Only. And this is the only constitution for Muslims. So Mr. Rashid is lying again. What else, Mr. Rashid? He's saying the third point, if Muslims don't want Sharia to rule America, then so what if it's banned? He's saying, first, Sharia law is a personal relationship between Muslim and God. This is false because Sharia law is a state. Al-Islamu dinun wa dawla, which means a state and religion at the same time. Because Muslims, they have to rule by Islam. Actually, in the same pages we were reading in chapter 9, verse number 29, after that you will see Allah saying that those who leave Islam, Allah will send the Muslims to kill them. We can show you in Ibn Kathir, as we see in chapter 5, verse number 54. By the way, for those who will say to you, I'm just trying to help people to understand, all Islam is in my head, and I'm trying, working hard to put it in books so I can share as much I can as knowledge with people, making it easy for them to understand. And this is the point of those videos, is to spread knowledge, and you guys, you can be people who can fight this cult. And as you see, we do all the work for free. All the time I put in here hours and hours because we care for the truth. The truth will set you free, as the Lord He said. And the Lord He said, for free you took, for free you give. So please help me to spread those videos. In chapter 5, verse 54, this is the chapter in the Quran saying clearly that the one who leave Islam have to be killed. This is in the Quran. This is not a hadith. Read with me in here. O you believe, whoever among you turn back from his religion, which means what? Islam. He became apostate. Allah will bring people whom He will love, and they love Him, humble toward the believers, stern towards the disbelievers. So what they will do? Fighting in the way of Allah. So you leave Islam, what the Muslim will do? They will come. How a Muslim fight? When we say Allah will send Muslims who they are humble toward Allah, He loved them. Those Allah He will send is people who He love. What they will do? They will be fighting in the way of Allah. Against who? Against those who reject Islam. So if ever a Muslim says to you, there is nowhere in the Quran that Islam says kill those who leave Islam, tell him shut up, let me show you a verse. As one example, I can show you tons. Chapter 5, verse 54, remember it. And this is Ibn Kathir. You show it to him, and you will see that actually this is what Muhammad did. There's a big war happened right away after the death of Muhammad, because everybody was forced into Islam. So when Muhammad he died, those who were forced into Islam, they thought, okay, Islam is gone. And actually it's gone from the beginning. It's a dead religion. Without sword, Islam is dead religion. So what Abu Bakr he did, he started a war. It's called the War of Apostate, Hurub al-Ridda. He killed tons of thousands, and by that he established Islam again, because Islam is based on the sword. Otherwise, tell me why people left Islam after Muhammad died, if they are convert first hand by loving Islam. There is nobody will leave. What the death of Muhammad will have to do with leaving Islam? Why they want to leave Islam? They left Islam because they've been forced to, and this is additional proof that Islam is spread by the sword. Now, in here you will see that Allah is asking the Muslims to go and fight for Him against those who leave Islam and kill them, or they have to come back to Islam. So when this guy he says that as long Muslims are not against the constitution and the Sharia law is a personal choice, why you want to ban it? It doesn't make sense. No, we want to ban it because everything in it is against a constitution. We did not mention yet that the thief in Islam, his hand will be cut off. Do you want us to practice that? As an example, chapter 5, verse number 33. Are you telling me that if a thief in Islam, he stole money, he will ask him, do you like us to cut your hand or not? And then he will say, let me think about it. What a liar. What a liar. There's no choice. A punishment for those who wage war against Allah. Wage war, by the way, and here in this case, this is not about theft now. Those are people who left Islam too. This is another case. This is another case. This is chapter 5, verse number 33. This is a story about people who left Islam, and Muhammad, look what he did to them. I can show you from the explanation. He cut their hands, execution, crucifixion, and cutting off hands and feet from opposite side, which means, look what Muhammad, how nice he is. If he cut your right foot, he will cut your left hand. And then he will crucify you. And actually he put nails in the eyes of those people. And he just told us, Mr. Rashid, that Islam don't teach anything against constitution. You see, Muslims, they say, like, what about Abu Ghraib? You remember the story of Abu Ghraib, the jail in Iraq? Man, the American, they were scaring the Iraqi Muslims by dogs. Filthy. This is against the human right. They put the bag in their face and they put water on them. Okay, what about we do it in the way of Muhammad? We cut their hand and their feet from each different direction, opposite direction. And then we crucify them. We put nails in their hands or wherever left of their arms, and their feet or wherever left of their feet, and we put nails in their eyes. Is that better from Abu Ghraib or not? So I advise the American, if you want to deal with Muslims, practice Quran on them. Don't do Abu Ghraib stuff, stupid things. Muslims, then they will not complain. Say to them, okay, here we go. According to Islam, we do this. Let us do this. We cut hands, we cut legs, we put nails in your eyes, and we crucify you, and we put you die under the sun slowly. This is the beautiful religion of Islam, which is not against the constitution of Allah. And this Abdul Rashid Qasim is trying to convince you that he will not enforce you to do that. He will come to you, he will say, Mr. Brother, we have a solution for this case in Sharia law. The solution is we can execute you. Do you like us to execute you? Okay? Now, if you say no, he will say, okay, forget about it. Then he will ask you, okay, do you like us to cut your hand and your feet? If you say no, he will say, okay, forget about it. Do you like us to give you candies? What a liar, Rashid. What a liar. Like, can you for God's sake give me one Muslim is not a liar? It is in their blood. Let us continue. Now, just to add more stuff, as long we are talking about what is right, what is wrong, the Muslims, this guy, he said nothing is against Sharia law, against constitution. And look what he said in his article. He said, as long as Sharia law is a personal relationship between Muslim and his God, which is false, the First Amendment forbid Congress from passing laws that restrict the free exercise of religion. Specifically the private exercise. Second, if Sharia were banned, American Muslims could not marry, inherit, write wills, or choose to divorce per Islamic guideline. Just wait. You just told us that the Constitution fit perfectly with Islamic law. So why you want to inherit and marry and write wills according to Sharia law? If it's a private thing, then don't we have Constitution? Like, do our law have a law for inherit? Are you saying to me in America you inherit according to Sharia law, but not to our law? Are you saying you marry in America 4 wives, which is against our law? Guys, listen carefully how stupid he is, how hypocrite he is. He said that if you ban Sharia law, a Muslim, he cannot practice the following. Could not marry. You want to marry according to Sharia law in America? Are you saying you Muslims in USA, you marry 4 women? So are you saying that Sharia law fit with the Constitution and Sharia law, which is saying you can marry 4 and have as many as you want as slaves to have sex with them, that should be practiced over our Constitution? Because you are saying to us, if you forbid us from practicing Sharia, we cannot marry 4. Or we cannot inherit. Why you cannot inherit? This is a lie. In America, you inherit, if you're a family member, you inherit. Or write wills. Who said you cannot write wills in America? You liar. Don't we have a law you can write any will you want? Or choose to divorce. Who told you cannot divorce? Because actually in Islam, without going to the court, you say to your wife, you are divorced, she is divorced. Very easy. Actually, in many countries, Muslims now divorce by text message. So look how he lied. Now, I want to ask you, Mr. Abdul Rashid Qasim, whatever your name. As long as you spoke about marriage, I want to ask you, if a Muslim want to practice the teaching of the Quran in America, is that fit with the Constitution? As an example, in chapter 4, verse number 34, the Quran says that a man, he can beat his wife. Do you see it? The Quran says that a man, he can beat his wife. Men are in charge of women because Allah has, etc., made one of them excel on the others because they spend their money, property in them. I spend money on the wife, so I can beat her. Now I know. Does that mean Khadija, she can beat Muhammad? Because Khadija, she was the rich, Muhammad working for her. She spent money on him. This is me, Khadija, she was spanking Muhammad every day. I don't know that. I just noticed this. Here we go. Now he says in here that if you suspect, so like if your wife, like maybe you think that she is not really being totally obedient to you, what you will do? If you fear, from whom you fear rebellion, you fear They are not rebellion, no. Just like, let us say you say to your wife, wash my feet. Your wife, she's like, okay. And she didn't say it in the way you want. Now, what is the solution? Because now, there is a rebellion here. She is not happy. Admonish them and banish them to beds apart. Actually, and the Quran is speaking about in here, jailing them in the bedrooms. Tie them to their beds. Not only stay away from them, you know, because وَهْجُرُوهُنَّ فِي الْمَضَاجِعِ in Arabic mean jail them in their rooms. They cannot leave the room as a punishment. This is one of the punishment. And the funny in the Muslim translation, they say to you, and next, there's no next. It's a lie. You do them all together. And scourge them. Mr. Rashid, he told us that American Constitution fit perfectly with Sharia law, and we can scourge them. So in the Constitution of USA, it says I can beat my wife, you idiot. And you are telling me you don't force Sharia law? Here we go. When you beat your wife, you are forcing what now? You are beating your wife according to who? According to Allah teaching. But you told us it's a personal choice. Does that mean the husband, he go to his wife, he say, honey, sorry, I have to beat you because Allah, he told me. Do you allow me to beat you? The wife, the wife of the Balbula, the wife of Abdul, she will say, honey, beat me as much as you want. If Allah wants so, here we go. Beat me, you know. And actually she might get excited and get horny. What a stupid liars you guys are. You Muslims. Shame on you. Look, it's in front of you. And you are telling me this is fit with the Sharia law? Cutting hands, cutting legs, cutting feet, crucifying, beating, forcing people to pay jizya, humiliation, force them to walk in the sewage line, kill the black dog, and all of this, you are telling me you have a choice not to follow? What a big fat liar you are. Making roads for the Christians, roads for the Muslims, cities we cannot enter, you know, we are dirty, we are filthy, and he is telling us Sharia law, beautiful Sharia law. It's personal choice with God. Potato, liar. Now, do you know, according to Islam, if you steal an egg and higher as value, your hand will be cut off? Let us practice this. But you know, the funny, I wonder why Muslims did not cut the hands of Muhammad. Because Muhammad is a thief. Right? Muhammad is a thief. In here, we see the Quran saying, and remember, Muslims, I'm not the one saying that. This is your Quran, Abdul. Okay? In this verse, chapter 5, actually, chapter 5 is one of the most ugly chapters in the Quran. As to the thief, male or female, cut off his or her hands, a punishment by the way of example from Allah for their crimes. Oh, just wait. He told us Sharia law, it's a personal choice. So if somebody is a thief in America, the Muslims will come to him. They will say, brother, you commit theft. You stole an egg from my fridge. I want to ask you, do you allow me to cut your hand? For sure, the Muslim, he will say, yeah, brother, cut my hand, cut my tongue, cut anything you want. What? Rashid, you told us this is a personal choice? So this is not a law to follow? Are you saying that will not be enforced on the thief? No, there's no thief in this earth who will say to you, cut my hand, please. So why are you lying, you liar? Why you are lying? You want us to practice cutting hands in USA? What if somebody made a mistake? You know? Once and he repent. There is many people, they did many mistakes in their life and then they repent. And what if I accuse somebody falsely? You know, because in Islam you get two witnesses that this guy, he stole money. They will cut his hand. Okay, later we find out that those two guys, they were lying. How we can get him his hand back? And if we cut the hand of the thief, did we fix it? I mean, did we fix the problem? This guy now, how is going to make living? How he can work? How he can be a good person ever again? We cut his hands. Okay, now, what we have a bunch of people walk in the street like zombie. Their hands is missing. Because today we cut their hand, the right hand. Then we cut the left hand. Then we cut the right foot. Then we cut the left foot. Then we cut his tongue. Then we cut his ear. Then we cut his nose. What's wrong with the Muslims? Is that how you want to correct society? And you are telling me this is fit with the Constitution of USA? Unbelievable. I cannot hold myself. I want to convert to Islam, brother. It's a very merciful religion. And he's saying that if you ban Sharia law, then you have to ban all other religion because, it's a private matter. You, can- you cannot, uh, if you ban it on us, you have to ban the Catholic, the Protestant, the Jews. No, the Jews are not practicing the Torah on people. They are not stoning women to death, and they don't believe that they have to practice that on anyone, even in themselves, and they are not following this no more. And the Christians are not, we don't have any law actually against human right. We don't, because Jesus in the time of the Jewish time, he showed them that they are wrong even about stoning women. That's why he said, if any of you, you know, not a sinner, stone her. So he showed them that that law was made for a reason, that the one who is perfect with God can go for that judgment. But who are you? If everybody is a sinner, you have no right to do so. All of you are adulterers. Why you want to do this? Why you are being hypocrite? So when we say, oh, you are going to ban the Christians from following their faith, no, because our faith is not again. Actually, the Constitution of USA has been taken from our faith. The human right of the world is taken from from Christianity. The first one who asked people to share wealth. You see those they call themselves communists. They stole the idea, but they make it very bad from Christ, because Christ is the one who taught us to give willingly. Communism about forcing people, which is wrong. If we practice in this earth one sentences of Jesus Christ, one sentences, the earth will be a wonderful place to live, will be heaven. Love your enemy is one of them. We will never have hate, we will never have fight, we will never have war, we will never have a bloodshed, we will never have crimes. If somebody asks you for your coat, give him your dress. But you give it willingly, not forcing you, not by theft, not by those communists that want to force people to give money. No, you give it willingly. Because the best giving is giving willingly. You force people to give, you take their money, they will revenge. Hate will start. Reaction. Because they will feel they are violated. You took their money from them. They feel that this is not unfair. This is not right. So when people they teach that the poor have to attack the rich and take his money by force, this is the devil himself working, using the difference between people by, oh, you are rich, you are poor, he's rich. This is not fair. Go and kill him. This is what the Satan he wants. So if we practice the teaching of Christ, we will find that America will be a better, a country. People will be loving. We will never find the crimes. According to what problems of America is happening, because they follow Christ or because they don't. If nobody rape no one, if nobody steal the money, if nobody kill, if nobody hate, what America will be. Now in Islam, you can rape any woman she is not from your religion. If I am a Muslim, according to Islam, I can rape any Christian women, any Jewish women, any Hindu women, any Buddha women. We will have a society of fear and death and killing. Actually, I will show you something, as long as we mentioned this before we finish. In Sahih al-Bukhari, we see this, that if Muslims, they took over a country, let us say took over America, they will establish their law. What is law is? If a Muslim kill you, he will not be killed. Is that justice? What kind of society we will create if we make a law right now says, if a Christian kill a Muslim, a Christian will not go to jail. Wow, what a justice, man. What a beautiful justice. If a Christian kill a Jew, he will not go to jail. Beautiful. If a Christian kill a Hindu, you are telling me Islam is absolute justice? Do to what justice you say to people, you Muslim, if you kill a Christian, it's okay. You will not be punished. Huh? Why, if I'm a Muslim and I kill a Christian, a Muslim should not be killed? And here, by the way, you will see the following with me, because you might not notice, because this is only in red, and here you will see no Muslim should be killed for, in the case of qisas mean punishment, as a judge penalty, for killing a kafir. No Muslim will be killed for killing a kafir. Let us make this as a constitution for us. And we will see what kind of a beautiful world we will have. Muslims, they have a license to take their knife and walk in the street and stab anyone they want. They ask him, are you a Muslim? You say no, he cut you. Because here we go. No Muslim will be killed for killing a kafir. Kafir is a unbeliever, non-believer. And you are telling us Islam is absolute justice. Islam don't discriminate. This is the most filthy, ugly, disgusting religion ever. Do you want me to show you more? I think this is enough. My video became so long. And guys, please help us to spread those videos, and feel free to copy my videos, post them anywhere you want, and tell people about this filthy religion. Because as you see, the Muslims working hard to fool people about the justice of Islam, the beautiful Islam. Islam fit with the human right, when Islam does not even fit with the most disgusting right. What right? There's no right in Islam. Actually, even Muslim himself have no rights in Islam. Do the Muslim have the right to choose the food he eat? No. Do the Muslim have the right to choose the clothes he wear? No. Do the Muslim, he have the right to choose the word he say? No. Look, even their prayer is not their words. Their prayer is what the Quran says. They repeat it. They are not even praying. Even their prayer is not a prayer, because a prayer is something you said. I can teach you how to pray to give you an example, but still it have to be your prayer. But Muslims do not have their prayer. They have a prayer which is made by Allah himself, which means Allah, he said something, Muslim, they repeat it. They have no choice. The Muslims have to recite Al-Fatiha. What is Al-Fatiha your maid? No, so it's not your prayer. Somebody will say, oh, Jesus, he said, they asked him how to pray. He said, our Father art of heaven. Yeah, but it doesn't mean you pray this way. You say whatever you want. Christ is teaching you the base of the prayer, and he's teaching you in there. Actually, this is very beautiful in here. You will see Jesus saying, we forgive to others. We forgive to others the same as you forgive to us. So in here he's asking us, always when you pray, focus on things. They are important. Number one, forgiving for others, so you can be forgiven. That is the main thing in the prayer. It's not about words you put it together and have to be said as somebody said to you. I don't have to pray the same as Christ, he said the word. Absolutely not, as a Christian. But I have to feel something in my prayer about love, and that is forgiveness. If you ask, this is what Christ is teaching us. If you want God to forgive you, ask yourself why he should forgive you if you don't forgive to others. This is what the prayer, our Father art of heaven, is about. Beautiful. Before you ask others to forgive you, which means asking God, ask yourself, are you a person who forgive? If you are not willing to forgive, why God forgive you? You don't deserve it. This is the point. He is teaching absolute love. When you was rich, did you give people food? If the answer no, then ask yourself, okay, why now when you are poor, people, they should feed you? So if you want justice, justice is the following. You forgive so you can be forgiven. And this is what the prayer of art of heaven is about. Christ is teaching us the value of the prayer, not the prayer itself. The core of it. The heart of the prayer. And we Christians will let our heart speak. Say whatever you want. And prayer for Christians is not in the corner of a street like the hypocrite. This is why Jesus, he said, don't pray like those hypocrites who pray in the corners because they want everybody to see them. Why the Muslim they choose the corner, by the way? Because they want everybody to see them praying. Oh, I'm a good guy. They are a hypocrite nation. Actually, even the Quran spoke about them that they are hypocrite. I can show you. As an example, in chapter 4, verse number 142, it says that the hypocrites, those are the Muslims, by the way, they are praying to Allah, but they don't mean it really. And the fact that all the Muslims don't mean it, they have to do it as a duty. They have to go on time, otherwise people they will say they are not praying, they are not good. Surely the hypocrites strive to deceive Allah, and he shall, actually in Arabic it says he is going to deceive them. In English they're trying to make it look nicer. Here we go. Let me show it to you in Arabic. إن المنافقين يخادعون الله وهو خادعهم وإذا قاموا إلى الصلاة قاموا كسالى يراءون الناس ولا يذكرون الله إلا قليلا. The hypocrites, they are trying to deceive Allah. يخادعون خادعهم. You see the words? The two words are the same exact word. The Muslim, when you translate, they try to make it look nicer. So they are trying to deceive Allah, but the fact Allah is going to deceive them. You're trying to deceive Allah? Okay, just wait. Allah will deceive you. Khida' is about deception, lying by making you think that you are right. So, okay, well, they are trying to make Allah believe that they are good people. But Allah, He will say, oh, you know what? I will make you think I'm a good God too. What a stupid religion. This is why I called my book The Deception of Allah. And I'm working now in volume number 2, and I hope soon I will be able to, when we get enough money to print it, when the Lord give us enough, I will print it and it's going to be ready to answer all the false miracles about Quran. Anyway, I think this is enough for today. I hope you guys have a good time watching this. Please spread my videos. Tell everybody about the videos we make. Tell them about my book, The Deception of Allah. And I hope we will save as many as we can, from the deception of Allah. Christ is Lord and Islam is false. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.